All right, Jim, it's working. All right, we have now a flight of, looks like 6 B-17s. I'm not sure if all 6 are going up. And we have Corey with his P-51 Ferocious Frankie. And also behind him we have Demetric, call sign D-Dog. Okay, the squadron is warming up. And we're going to be ready for a taxi out here in just a minute. So here comes the aircraft. We have Joe, tennis pro, leading the group, and it looks like he's having a little rudder problem there. He'll be straightened out in just a minute. All right, here we go. The aircraft are lining up. Can Jim get his plane turned around? We'll have to see. All right. Looks like Mike is going to give him a little help straightening out. All right, we're up and running again. And looks like everybody is pretty well lined up. Jim's giving Joe some instructions on being the lead ship. So it looks like we're just about ready to start taxiing. And here comes the lead ship, Tennis Pro, followed by our squadron commander, Jim, and his aircraft with the Mr. RC Sound on board. And that's looking awful good, Jim. And we'll kind of pull back here, and we have Mike Stealth pulling up. The third aircraft is Rick Sharkbite, and in the rear we have Don in Wingnut call sign. So we have 5 aircraft, B-17s taxiing out, and we have 2 little friends, Ferocious Frankie in the lead ship, flown by D-Dog. Actually, I believe that's Corey and Scaledale, and we have Demetric with D-Dog and his Ferocious Frankie. So we're going to have 2 little escort P-51s growing up with our squadron of 5 B-17s.
Don't slow down even on the.
So I'm going to kind of walk on over here just a bit, and we'll see if we can get a shot down the taxiway of the 4 aircraft. And I'm going to pan over here because on the first video I didn't get Dale and Angie Christopherson, Jim's parents, who are visiting here from Illinois, and we're glad to have both of them. And I'm going to say welcome to Southern California, and hi Angie, give us a wave. There's Angie saying hi to us. So we're going to be taxiing out now. Looks like the P-51s are doing their weave because the pilots have a little trouble seeing out of the canopy, so they have to swerve the aircraft so they can keep good line with the taxi strip. And over here to the left we have my good friend Jay Rep Logo going back in. Hi Jay.
Hi Brett.
All righty. And we'll pan on back to our group here of B-17s and P-51s. It looks like they're waiting for the traffic to clear, and looks like it's cleared. And the lead aircraft, Joe, call sign Tennis Pro, is taxiing out. And we're going to be kind of walking over here now and seeing the aircraft. Are we waiting for an aircraft to land?
No, we're waiting for me to start up for my sequences right now.
Oh, okay. All right, looks like Paul Drumbum and his B-17 is has been in maintenance, and it looks like it's about ready to fly. Are you going to do a little test flight, Paul, or a taxi test? Or? All right, Paul had to abort on the first flight. He has some mechanical problems, but looks like the mechanics took care of it, and we probably have our ready to go. All right, so Paul is going to get lined up on the runway, and I'm going to pan over here. Now Jim is pulling his aircraft in line, followed by Mike in his B-17, and on the left is Don with his And pulling up the rear is Rick. All right, here we're going to pan, and we got Jim. First aircraft is rolling, and it's up, and it looks like Paul has already taken off. And we've got one aircraft here having a little bit of a problem getting off. Looks like Mike, but he's rolling again, and Mike is airborne. And we have Don. Nice roll, nice scale takeoff for Don, and Rick pulling up the rear in his Silver Beauty. Okay, going to try to get out of Paul's way here, and we're going to pan around and see if we can get some aircraft. There goes Jim overhead, and 2 aircraft just passing. Here's our 2 little friends taking off. 2 Ferocious Frankies. Their landing gears are retracted, and they're going to fly top cover for the squadron. Okay, the 2 fighters are out in front. They're going to have to slow their speed down to keep up with the bombers. Coming overhead, I think that's probably Paul. And we have our 2 P-51 Mustangs up overhead, flying top cover. And I'm going to pan back over here now and pick up a flight of 5 B-17s that are going to make a nice low pass. We have one coming right over my head, and that looks like Jim and his. And 3 of them over on turning onto downwind. I've lost track of the, oh, there's a fighter, 2 B-17s picking up the rear. I lost track of the second fighter, but we'll stay with the formation of 3 aircraft here that are going to be shortly making their turn on their upwind approach over the field, and they're leveling out right here. And that's Jim in the lead with his Mr. RC sound system on board, and one of the aircraft just passed. There's a second one just coming over my head, and there's the third one. And up above here I see the 2 little escort, the little friends, are flying top cover for the bombers. Oops, B-17 just passed me. This is a lot of aircraft in the sky. Okay, all right, coming around now for another approach to the field, and we've got a couple of fighters here making a nice low pass. There's a nice low pass on a P-51, and we've got 2 B-17s just over the top, another one just over my head. Remember guys, I'm only 6'5". I want to stay that way. Okay, we got a nice close shot here of Paul, call sign Drum Bum, and Paul is making an approach here for a landing. We'll see if we can pick him up here. Everything's looking good, Paul. Oh, that is a beautiful touchdown, and he's right down the center line, but I don't think he's got a problem in landing because nobody else is ready to come down, but he looks like he's got his airplane up and flying pretty good, so that's a good sign. All right, oh, look at this little formation right over the top of my head. I think these guys are showing off, but anyway, it's fun stuff. All right, out in front there we have 3 B-17s. In among them is a P-51, and just coming in over the top is another 51. And there's a 4th B-17 that's kind of pulling up the rear. But it looks like we have all 4 B-17s and 2 P-51 escorts making a turn here. And we'll see if we can get some nice shots. Okay, P-51 flying high. 51 coming right at me. Oh my God, that's a great ball! That was close. That was close, guys. Hey, remember, I'm only 6'5", guys. Keep it up. All right, we'll see if we can pick up the 2 lead ships now. I know these guys aren't trying to hit me, but I'm getting some pretty nice shots right here. Anyway, we have 2 17s and looks like 3 17s and 2 51s. And we've got Don here in a real nice low pass, and one Jim right over the top of me. It looks like a I think this is Rick. Got his landing gears down. It looks like he's about ready to make a landing. I see 2 aircraft with gear. I see 3 B-17s with landing gears down. So we're going to be coming down on some landings. And this one looks like Jim. All right, see, I'll pan over here. And we have another aircraft making an approach, but the gear is not down. And here's one aircraft. That's Joe in Tennis Pro making a nice landing, and it looks like the other B-17. Nice landing, Joe. Okay, we have 2 aircraft down, and we'll pan over here, and we have 2 of them on short final, 51s over the top. And here's another. This looks like Don coming down here with his B-17. He's landing right at me. Nice landing, Don. And we have 1 final B-17 on final. This looks like Rick. Oh, Rick made it. Almost didn't have enough runway there. Okay, nice landing, Rick. And the 251s are still up and flying. We have gears down. So as soon as the runway is clear, we'll land 2 51s. Okay, one is swinging wide, and the other one is swinging a little inside, so I think the aircraft that's down lowest is going to be the first to land. And now over here to my right is Rick, who's cleared the runway. All right, here's the first 51 coming in here for a nice landing. Nice landing, guys. And here's the other 51. Oh, that's a beautiful landing. Very nice landing there. Okay. All right, I'm going to pan down now over to the taxiway, and we'll try to get some shots of the squadron taxiing back to the tarmac. Uh-oh, looks like we have a fatality. That looks like that could be Mike. This has not been a good day for B-17s. Oh, what happened to Mike? Oh, this is not a good day today. This is not a good day for B-17s. All right, I got 3 here. I'm going to get a shot of Rick and Mike coming in here. We have 5 aircraft, and unfortunately we have Jan over here on the left helping. Over here we have Mike Dash, call sign Photog. He's our squadron photographer. And how are we doing today, Mike? Are we doing good? Fantastic. All right, we're going to pan here. We're picking up the rest of the squadron. They're taxiing in. Behind me off to the right, a little bit out of camera range, are the 2 P-51s that flew some good top cover and escort. Corey and Demetric, Scaledale and D-Dog. Pulling up the rear. We'll go over here. That's Scaledale and D-Dog. All right, we'll kind of walk over here, and we're going to watch the taxi and shutdown maneuver that our squadron leader Jim kind of instigated for us, and I'll let the video do its own talking. Uh-oh, and over here in the back is another fatality. That's Mike and his B-17, and he joined me and Paul today with some fatalities.
Take a picture.
You got it made. Thanks. Good job. You didn't have much, but you did it. All right, we have Joe with his Star-Mac B-17. This particular aircraft is a little bit larger than our Hobby King versions, and the motors are a little bit more powerful, so Joe has to kind of throttle back when he flies with us, or he'll outrace us. So anyway, Joe has just recently put the Mr. RC sound in his plane. I think you're going to be able to hear it. Nice sound, Joe. Great job. There's Joe, our tennis pro. Joe needs to get some more rudder steer in his plane. He has a little hard time making a quick turn. So anyway, I'm going to kind of follow him in, and the two fighters are coming in here. And as soon as Joe kind of gets in line, it looks like, I'm not sure if that's Corey with his 51 or it's Dimitri. Dimitri is flying at only a two-bladed prop, but I can't quite tell. Anyway, it looks like all 5 of the 17s and the 251s are lined up, and they have their motors idling, and they're waiting for the shutdown command from Commander Jim, and it sounds like we're just shutting down now. All right, all crews, congratulations on a successful sortie, and I'm going to wish good day and good flight to all pilots.
Let's get them all back.
All right.
We'll take a picture of Mike's with us here.
Okay. The videos are still running, Jim. I don't know if you want to take the camera and...
Our planes facing his.
Yeah.
We can do that.
All right. Don has a good idea for a video. We're going to have kind of a we're going to kind of have a little a ceremony here in commemoration of Mike, his crash. Unfortunately, my plane is put away. This is the funny stuff we do. Anyway, all the B-17s are surrounding our dead war hero here, Mike, and but this is a stunning tribute to Mike, a game flyer and a great aircraft that unfortunately I have a feeling the same thing happened to Mike that happened to me. An FW came in out of the sun as he was making his approach and shot him down. So anyway, I know Mike will probably have he'll probably have a new aircraft, like I know I have a new one, and he's a guy not to be kept down. So anyway, there's our lineup of B-17s with, sad to say, but not really that sad. It's just one of the things that happen in this hobby, and I think I can see Mike. Mike is still smiling, and Mike, you are smiling, right? Yeah, he's smiling. Look at that, he's smiling.
Through pain and agony,
you know.
you're gonna have
hey,
fun.
I know what it feels like, Mike. I did it earlier today.
You know what it feels like about 20 times.
Right. There's one of our P-51 pilots, Dimitri.
Okay.
He's wishing Mike well, and we're all saying, hey, it's all part of the hobby, right, guys?
A little glue, a little CA.
There you go. We'll fix everything, right? Okay, we're going to pan back over here, and we've got Jim. Jim, get in there with your folks. I'm going to get you guys on video. There's the Christopherson clan of Jim, Angie, and Dale, and I know they're going to have a lot of fun showing this to the folks back home. And yeah, Dale says yes, he's definitely going to have fun showing them. And
be known for the record.
Yeah.
That his father spit his son out because he looked just like him.
Oh, I know. If they traded hats, we would have a hard time telling them apart. Anyway, I'm going to hand the camera back to Jim now.
All right, I think you got it. It's on?
I think I got it.
And now